This one AI ad is making me $3,572 per day. And I'm about to show you exactly how you can recreate it using Google's new VEO 3 so that you can literally
produce $1 million ads in 5 minutes with simple prompts in VEO 3.
And in this video, I'll break down the exact VEO 3 prompts that are making our best performing ads right now, how to
structure your marketing for maximum conversion,
and the simple workflow that I used
to pump out winning creatives consistently,
so that you can copy it and start creating your own high converting AI ads that blow up your business.
VEO 3 from Google is the first mass market product we've seen that combines video and audio AI generation smoothly together. And right now, I'm using this software to literally cut my ads in half. You can see my active live ad account where last month I was paying around $11 to $12 cost per lead. But when I implemented VEO 3 AI ads, you'll see that this month it has cut down to $6 cost per lead. That is cutting it in half. Absolutely insane. I cannot believe that I am giving away this much heat for free on YouTube, so you guys better blow this one up for me. The first thing that we want to do is go to deepmind.google, right? This will allow us to bring up this screen where we can try VEO 3 in Gemini or in Flow. If you try it in Gemini, it'll just pull up in the basic LLM similar to ChatGPT, but we want to go and try it in Flow where all the money is. So when we click that button, we go create with Flow. You'll need to sign up your account first. I'm gonna log into my account now. So I wanna show you really quick before we get into the tutorial, some ways that we can use VEO 3. So I had it create a video
so that you can copy it and start creating your own
in front of a volcano with lava flowing around them. I created the news anchor videos.
And I'll give you the simple workflow I use to pump out win.
So this is the same video that you saw in the beginning of this one. We also had like a medieval times. So this guy in medieval times is in a castle and having this big battle behind him.
He'll show you how to structure your marketing for maximum conversion.
So just like you saw in this intro, we got the alien doing the podcast. We got the Bigfoot holding up some fat stacks of cash and selfie vlogging. We got some really cool ideas there as well too, guys. I was also be able to create some pretty cool stuff in terms of like the ad hooks, where this one is like a Miami balcony boy guru giving an ad hook. This one is our best performer. So this pastor in a church with all these drones flying around him. That one performed really, really well as well too, guys. We have all these AI drones chasing this YouTuber vlogging. That one was pretty funny, right? We have some crazy ad hooks with different angles. A YouTuber trying to pay off a pizza delivery guy. Let's see what else we got here. We have, again, the vlogger filming in front of a volcano. That one's been one of our best performers. We have aliens doing a podcast. We have a lot of cool stuff, guys. Once we have access to Flow, we can start making our projects. You can see here I have a lot of cool ones, from gorillas talking, YouTubers with volcanoes exploding in the background, a dentist drilling a gorilla, a lot of crazy stuff too. So let's dive in and start our first project. If you go down to new project, you'll see right here that you have this prompt screen pop up. And you have the ability from here to do a few things. So we have text to video, we have frames to video, and we have ingredients to video. Text to video is basically saying a simple prompt. For example, give me a video of a Yeti saying my ad hook, right? You can text to video prompts. Frames to video is where we can drag in certain images. Say that I want to create the same image continuity over and over again of like this interviewer, for example. I can pop in the pictures of them, and I can even pop in other pictures as well that I want to coalesce together to create a cohesive video. So I can, get this one, and then I can also get this one, and I say start on a street interview, and then cut to a news anchor doing an interview segment that says blank, right? So that's frames to video. It allows you to just collect a bunch of different things together. Now this one is still a little bit rough when it comes to the voice and audio generation. So I've been predominantly using text to video for the AI ads that you see, but this will get better and we'll be able to create full length video ads from frames. For example, taking a picture of our face and then going in from audio, right? Ingredients to video kind of does a little bit of the same thing, where we can add multiple photos together. Say I can plug in this interview photo right here, but then I might want to have it as a night style, right? So I pull in a video or an image of Miami at night, and I say, hey, take this video, change it to this background, and have the character say this, right? So those are the 3 prompts, but for most of the ads that I run, I try to get them rocking in text to video prompt, right? So this is where we can go in, again, text to video, and then we can say, give me a video of a Yeti vlogging that says, I want to make money with AI, right? Now, when we run this, we want to make sure that we check one very important thing, and that is the quality. You see how by default it sets to VEO too fast. That's not going to get us the audio, guys. So we want to make sure that we set up this settings here, and then you'll have the ability to just outputs per prompt. So this is how many videos it's going to spit out every time you run this. Now me, I'm pretty aggressive. I want to test a lot, so I run 4 outputs per prompt. And then in terms of model, we can choose the model quality that we want here. We can do VEO2 fast, we can do VEO3 fast, which is text to video. So this will have the audio components, but it's not going to be as much quality because they spit it out a little bit faster. Then we have VEO2 quality and VEO3 quality. VEO3 quality is the one that you want. It takes a little bit more time to generate those videos, and it takes a little bit more token credits, but that is where you get the best videos from. So one thing to keep in mind when you run VEO3, it costs 100 credits. So it's going to run around $1 per video. So every time I run this output at 4 videos per prompt, it's going to run me $1 per video, which is $4 in total every time I run this. Keep that in mind, guys, but it's still absolutely insanely beneficial, which I'm able to produce ads that would have cost me millions of dollars to produce, right? So let's run this prompt and let's see what we get on 4 outputs and max quality. While this is loading, I just want to point out 1 or 2 more things. With ingredients to video and some frames to video, you don't have options for the full high quality versions of the actual text. And you want to be cautious too, because sometimes you see when you switch back, it'll switch back to VEO too fast. And that one doesn't even have any audio generation. So we want to make sure that we get it on VEO3 quality when we run these. So let's see what the outputs look like.
I want to make money with AI.
That one's all right.
I want to make money with AI.
So one thing to note is when I run these prompts, right, you can see that sometimes it'll put text at the bottom. That is just a weird glitch that it has. It's not like necessarily a prompting issue. It just does that every once in a while. But when you run these videos, you want to make sure that you can get it off of text to prompt. Like if I can get the idea that I have in my head off of the prompt, then I'm good to go, right? And then I can just do a couple more versions. Like if I can get a rough working version of the idea that I have off of a simple text to video prompt, that means I can maybe refine it a little bit. So some of these guys are aliens, or like not aliens, but like more cartoon-esque, which is kind of cool. If we wanted more realistic, we can say, give me a video of a like real Yeti vlogging in the woods or something like that, right? Let's see what these other prompts look like.
I want to make money with AI.
So this is a great example. I'm glad that it fucked up here so I can give you some feedback. Right now, by default, VEO3 is set to 8-second clips. So I found that sometimes when you go through and you push and you only have a few words in your statement, it will kind of fill that 8 seconds with gaps and pauses. So it's just something that I've noticed. I keep rerunning the prompt until he says it cleanly, and then I'll usually just edit it down using CapCut later on. So that one's something to note as well. Let's see how this one turned out.
I want to make money with AI.
So yeah, you see here in the beginning, like what I was talking about, sometimes it fills audio with weird like grunts or things to fill up the space of the 8 seconds. I imagine that soon they'll increase the time, and you can set time durations. Maybe by the time you're watching this video, there's already the feature to do that, like a Hedra or something other. Some of these other AI softwares that can do that functionality, right? Okay. So now we understand how to run a prompt to get certain videos, right? We can run that in particular. And again, once I get a general idea down, I'm going to reiterate multiple variations of it. So you can see here that I'll test like multiple variations multiple times. So I didn't like how the first set of Miami balconies came out, so I had him do it at night, right? So once you get, again, a working idea, then you can reiterate the prompts and get different versions, right? And then you can also test those versions, and once you get really good ads that can perform in the library, then you can go in and do more variations of them. So it allows you to test a lot more creative quicker rather than me having to pop into a studio or film these ads every single time, which can be time consuming. Two other features that we want to be aware of is the actual scene builder. So what we can do is we can build scenes within VEO 3. So this is really helpful if you're making B-roll videos or back-end style advertisements that also have a text overlay on top of it. Because when we add to a scene, it allows us to do a couple different features. Like what we can do is we can add clips to this, and we can even extend the clip. So we can go right here and we can extend that clip where it's saying like, hey, after this, he should jump off the balcony, or there could be a plane that crashes into a building behind him, or a building blows up and is on fire, right? But the thing that happens that's a little bit annoying right now is when we extend it, it will cut off the audio. So we can extend the clip and then we can just say, hey, have a building explode in the background. This really works for, cinematography, when you can create videos that have different layers between them. So say like a character gets out of the car and then they go into a building and then they do this and then they do that. That's where you can extend the scene if there's not audio in it, right? We can also like jump to in this section, but extending is pretty helpful if you have a base clip, but just keep in mind it's not going to have the audio. You can also piece some of the scenes together so you can create a big coalescive scene, right? The really cool thing about VEO 3 and why the quality is so great is because it's built predominantly for cinematics, right? They had high-level filmmakers and cinematographers come in and train this AI off of really quality data, and that's why it looks so good. Plus, it's Google, so they're about to dump a boatload of money into this. Another thing that we can do once we have a video that we like is we can go in, click this plus button, and save the frame as an asset. So what it'll do is it'll save that image so that when we want to do, image to video or ingredients to video later on, we can use this base format. And that's how you see a lot of people that get longer format videos pulled together without audio, of course. Hopefully very soon, and maybe by the time you're watching this, they actually have the audio on frames to video and ingredients to video, which will be relatively very exciting. So that's how you can save a scene and use that multiple times over. So there's two key ways that we can use these to drive ad results that I have seen. And that's either creating a full AI version ad, so taking different clips from the AI and Flow and cutting them together, or we can have a clip of the AI cut into a real ad. So we can use AI for the hook and then cut into the real ad. And I'll show you guys what I'm doing on this. So for a full AI ad, I have this one right here that you can check out.
SMMA is dead.
SMMA is dead.
SMMA is dead. SMMA is dead. SMMA is dead, and AI just killed it. That's right. If you've been running an agency in 2025, your days are numbered.
If you want to learn how to adapt your agency to AI, Nathan Bentley is hosting a free live webinar where he will show you how to merge.
So you guys kind of get the point, right? We have different base themes and then we cut them together pretty quickly, right? Really cool. With that being said, the other way that I'm using it is using it as an ad hook. You can see this one's getting a ton of leads at $5 cost per lead. I'm using it as an ad hook. So the AI is
the AI revolution is here.
That ad wasn't real, it was AI. But you know what is real? And then I cut into my actual body copy and me saying the ad. So this is really cool because what it allows you to do is test a boatload of ad hooks and creative right off the bat really quickly, and then have your base body copy get infinitely more variables. Because when you go and sit down to film ads, you're probably only going to film 5, 10, maybe 15 hooks max. But with this one, I can get a body copy that works, and I can just do a boatload of hooks and crank out these ads. So play around with the difference between full AI ad generated and then also video ads as well too. If you're filming these ads for your clients, for example, and they're not really good on video or not going to give you many assets, then you can go full AI version. But if you're running these for your agency or your business and you're running ads, then you can use them as beginning hooks and then cut into these body copies below. In summary, going forward, I'm going to be using these AI tools to have better creative and a higher volume of creative than all of my competitors. Because you see, the people that have the most creative and the most creative tend to win in the long run. So right now I'm using it to test a lot more hooks than I could possibly can, as well as different angles of those hooks. So Yeti's talking Bigfoot, aliens, medieval knights, YouTube vloggers, etc. These are really cool things that I would not be able to produce on my own, or it would cost me hundreds of thousands of dollars to do so. I do want to make one quick point here, which VEO3 is not just for ads. You can use it for your VSLs, your funnels, your YouTube videos, your Instagram organic content, TikTok videos, etc. We've already seen these Yeti viral videos going absolutely viral, generating hundreds of thousands of views. So you can use it for all of your creative purposes. Me as a marketer and marketing agency owner, of course, I'm going to be running a lot of ads because that's where I generate most of my revenue from. So if you're a creative content agency, I would definitely focus on that. But if you're an advertising agency, you have no choice other than be cranking out VEO3 videos on autopilot. We're actually building out some automations to get these videos created automatically and dropped into Slack channels on a regular basis. Now that you've seen how using this one AI ad is making me $3,572 per day using VEO3, you need to understand the bigger opportunity this represents. And there's a complete business model shift happening right now that's allowing people to scale way beyond what traditional agencies ever could. So check out this video where I show you exactly why you need to stop selling SMMA services and start selling AI strategies instead if you want to turn these daily wins into a sustainable six-figure agency.